Like for instance, as president of the PMA in the past, I had to protect and implement the bylaws of the PMA, and therefore doon nagkakaroon ng problema because yung 8 specialty divisions, no, and the rest, if you are not included in the 8 specialty division, you are sort of outside the kulambo. Parang naging ganyan, no, and all the presidents cannot be blamed for implementing the bylaws because that's the bylaws that we have sworn to protect and to defend and to implement. No? But it's now 2012. No? I want to be a healing president. I want to unite everybody. No? And it's not my own idea alone. I have talked to Dr. Ona, our Secretary of Health. I have talked to the college, the president of the Philippine College of Surgeons, and they all share the same direction. No? At sinusundan ko ngayon ang ating Secretary of Health na gusto niya ay ma-distributed ang mga espesyalista kahit nasa mga probinsya. At kung sa probinsya na walang espesyalista, yung mga may training doon, yung maski na walang training, kung kaya naman, from experience, no? They gain experience from the practice. You know, they should be allowed to practice, as I said earlier.
Now, the Physicians Act 2011 may be flawed, and that is why it is being deliberated in the House of Representatives. There have been 3 editions of this Physicians Act, and of course the government and the Philippine Medical Associations and all the stakeholders would like to come up with a perfect one. Hindi yung flawed. So that may hearing po yan, several hearings. And all groups that are interested in this are invited to attend and to contribute what they would like this integrated Philippine Medical Association to be, what they would like the Physicians Act of 2011 to be. It's a free country. We can contribute. We are not limited actually. Now, regarding violations of rights of the PMA members, meron po tayong bylaws and administrative code. If you do not conform to that, well, our constitutional bylaws may do definite po siya. If you did not conform to those violations po ng member against the Constitution and bylaws of the Philippine Medical Association na po ang question.
Ang lahat ng organisasyon may bylaws. At ito ang ating mga sinasubmit sa SEC. Di ba? Tingnan na lang natin ang health professions. Huwag na lang natin tingnan yung Integrated Bar of the Philippines. Dito sa Pilipinas, may Integrated Midwifery Association. Ang Philippine Nursing Association, nag-isa. Ang PMA is an umbrella organization. And under the PMA, we have the 110 component societies, we have the 8 specialty division as of now, we have 68 subspecialty and specialty societies under the division, and we have 48 affiliate specialty. So anong ibig sabihin nito? We are free to organize because within the PMA, there are many associations. But we need to strengthen the PMA by uniting under that umbrella. We need to integrate, but there should be no doctor who will be marginalized. Even the PAMS is part of the PMA. Because you applied as an affiliate society. But there are rules about affiliate societies. It's clear in the Constitution and bylaws. Affiliate society cannot undertake training programs and board certification. So kahit sinong presidente, unless ma-amend yung Constitution and bylaws, yun ang ipatutupad. Otherwise, we will be unconstitutional.
Well, to me, I always consider myself as a person who is less inexperienced compared to the presidential candidates now. So because of this, I admit that, and I see them as more experienced than me. So I have decided to run as Vice President in the meantime. But I will see to it that legally I will give them my legal advice. And of course, on the legal matter, I will be more experienced than them. But that is not what is important. What is important now is the administrative capacity, the ability to lead, and the training, the experience that they have in the Philippine Medical Association. And that is what I recognize. That is why I think that I give them the chance, and there is still more chance for me in the future. And I think that they are more older than me in age, and I consider that as important. So they will have their time now, and I have more time in the future. And so I considered myself just a second role to play in the meantime. But I will give them my legal advice, and rest assured I will support them in order to achieve the agenda, the purpose, the aims, the purposes of the presidency, and that is for the best interest of the Philippine Medical Association.
I think the question to me should be, why did you run for the vice president when I know you wanted to run for the presidency? Isn't it? But anyway, I think, first of all, when I ran for vice president, what I wanted to really study more is how to become a good president. So before I become the president, I think I should study first being a good vice president. There are so many things I still have to learn. And then I have a practice, which I should also safeguard, because after the PMA, what? I have to go back to my practice. I am not yet prepared for the presidency. And as vice president, probably I can do more at present.